Mental health is just as important for us children as it is for adults. That is why we spoke to the experts from the Children's Institute at UCT about their contribution to the 2022 Child Gauge on Child and Adolescent Mental Health. Stay tuned for educational entertainment right now on RX Radio.
Prof, can you please explain to our young listeners what exactly the social determinants of mental health are?
Yeah, so the social determinants refer to the social and economic conditions of society and the way in which those influence mental health across the life course, from pregnancy, early childhood into adolescence, adulthood, and old age. And we know that these social and economic conditions have a profound effect on mental health. For example, early exposure to poverty or food insecurity or violence has an effect on the mental health of individuals across their life course. And so the more we can do to improve social and economic conditions, the better an effect we can have on the mental health and well-being of people over their lives.
Prof, with many factors of being out of control of children, how can we help improve their mental health?
Yeah, so we can do a lot, especially to shape the way in which school environments promote mental health. And there's a lot that children and adolescents can do to look after and protect their own mental health. And so that includes things like getting to know yourself, learning about your own feelings, your thoughts, your behavior, and how those things are linked together. Learning to be more caring and compassionate to each other and supporting each other through difficult times. And also realizing that when you face difficult times, it's normal sometimes to feel sad or worried, but with support from other people, you can actually find a way through it and work out a way of emerging stronger from difficult situations.
Prof, what change do you think needs to happen in society to make sure that the social determinants of mental health are the best for every child?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think we could be doing so much more to make our society more equal and more fair so that people who have historically been in disadvantaged communities have the opportunities that everybody else has. And there's a lot we need to be doing, especially in South Africa, to make greater opportunities, especially for children from disadvantaged communities. So I think really providing opportunities through improving schooling, strengthening the things like the child support grant to reduce poverty and food insecurity and create more opportunities for young people are the kinds of things we should be doing more. We also should be providing better mental health care at a younger age so that we can pick up problems early and we can support children and their families where they need that kind of support.
Prof, what advice would you give to parents and caregivers about being aware of the social determinants of mental health and its effect on children?
So I think parents and caregivers can do a lot more to support children facing difficult times. So children, for example, who are exposed to crime or violence or domestic violence, they need support to help them negotiate those difficult experiences and to find a way through them. And so that means being more caring, more compassionate, and listening to children's needs, listening to how they are seeing the world and experiencing the world, and providing them with the kind of support and care that they need to become the best people they can become.
Today, Prof, we are talking about building a caring society. I want to know from you, in your opinion, what does a caring society look like to you?
Yeah, so a more caring society would be a number of things. First of all, a safer society where we have less crime and violence. Secondly, a more fair society where the wealth and the resources of society are more evenly distributed among all the members of that society. Thirdly, a society which creates opportunities for people to reach their full potential. So through schooling, through sports, through creative arts, to really create opportunities for people to reach their full potential. And then finally, a society in which the purpose of economic development is not economic growth, but to create better mental health and well-being in society. I think that would really change things. So much of our economic policy is driven by growth and the accumulation of wealth. But often that wealth ends up being concentrated in the hands of a minority. And so if we have well-being and mental health as the focus of policy, that shifts the whole way in which we organize our economy much more towards the way in which that wealth can be evenly distributed, that we create more opportunities for everybody, and we create ultimately a more caring and supportive society.
Thank you for listening to this interview on 2022 Child Gauge on Child and Adolescent Mental Health. We hope that you learned something new about the importance of taking care of our mental health. This was put together by RX Radio, a radio station by and for children at Red Cross War Memorial Children's Hospital. If you'd like to find out more about the Child Gauge interviews, visit our YouTube channel or head over to the Children's Institute website at www.ci.uct.ac.za. That's www.ci.uct.ac.za. RX Radio by and for children.